So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple way that you can remember every business book you've ever read. Really just using like one tool and one simple rule. What we can do is set up a database with every book we've read, all the notes that we took out of it, everything we liked out of that book, and it all automatically gets synced to your computer so you don't have to remember anything. You can just go through, find it whenever you want. Because here's the basic whole premise of everything. If we try to keep everything in our head, it's just too much. We will forget it. You know, I'm sure you've done this. You've read a book and then you come back 6 months later, you have no idea what you liked about it. You can remember like maybe one thing. If we use this one tool and this one little simple system, we can basically just fix that whole problem. Everything is stored in your computer. You don't have to remember anything and you don't have to do anything manually. If you want to do this, the first thing you have to do is switch over to Kindle reading. I myself, I'm a big book reader and I love hard copy books. I love to go through and put post-it notes and, earmark stuff and do all of those things. The problem is it's really hard to keep those notes tracked somewhere. So what I started doing a few years ago, really when I started traveling a lot, was I started buying everything on Kindle. And now today I'll buy everything on Kindle. And then if I really like the book, I'll buy the hard copy, and I'll make sure I have both because why not? I just like the books. But the first thing you need to do is just switch over to Kindle reading. You don't actually have to buy a Kindle. You could use an iPad, you could use an iPhone. They have the app for everything. So really it's just buying the books off of Amazon. The Kindle versions, a lot of times they're cheaper anyway, so it works out really well. And now since you're reading on Kindle, what you can do inside the app is you can highlight different sections of the book, and that will create a little section of what you've highlighted in that book. So the second thing we're going to do is go set up this app called Readwise. Now, this is the app that kind of ties it all together. It's super helpful. It's super cool. So anything that you highlight out of the book will automatically get synced to any database that you want. So I use Notion because that's what I like. You can use Evernote. They have a bunch of different integrations. But basically what you can see here is because I'm using Readwise, all of the books that I've bought and read over that are in all of my Kindle library automatically get synced to this database. And everything that I've highlighted out of it is automatically synced as well. And so here's the last pro tip that I have found makes all of this work really well. And I got this tip from my buddy Tan. He runs Asian Efficiency. It's a great website if you want to learn anything about productivity. The main idea is if I just highlight something and I don't put any notes, 6 months from now, when I'm reading that highlight, I won't remember why I highlight that thing or why it stood out to me. And so one of the rules that I've kind of implemented with myself is as I'm reading a book and as I'm making highlights, I just put little notes in the Kindle on the highlight. It's just one of the sections as you highlight something, you can add a note to that highlight. And so what Readwise also does is it snags that note that you attach to that highlight. And so what I do is I always just write one little sentence or a couple of words about why that stood out to me, why I actually highlighted that thing. And so now what I could do is I can go back to these books and I have everything that I highlighted out of that book and also a little note about why I highlighted that, why that stood out to me. And so this has become an insanely valuable asset that I've had, that I built up over years that I use now all the time. So earlier this week, I needed to do some planning. So I went back to the books that have been most impactful for me about kind of planning and how to run a business. 4 Disciplines of Execution, Traction. I went through here, I pulled my notes. I was able to get everything I needed. I didn't actually have to go back to the book. Everything I needed was right here in my little database. So if you think about it, it's just like building a toolkit of all the books you've ever read. And it's nicely organized so that here, whenever you need it, you can always come back. If I need to find books on client acquisition, copy, mindset, marketing, anything that I've read over the years is all right here. And I've got all the highlights and why I pulled those things out. So this has become an super, super valuable tool that I built up over the years. I think would probably help you too. If you want to check out Readwise, you can get an extra free month if you use the link that's down in my description below. So if you just go to the website, you'll get 1 free month for signing up. And then I think it's like $7 a month after that. If you use that link down in the description, you get 2 free months. So you get an extra bonus one there. Check that out. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe because that helps me keep making videos like this. Otherwise, if you like this video, I think you'd probably also like this video right here too. So check out this video and I'll see you over there.